Hello everybody, welcome to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons Dynasty. We're not in a bowl game, we're not making a bowl game, and that's because we lost to Boston College and a lot of other teams during the year in 2015. Would we have beaten Boston College? I don't know. Would we have been in bowl game with 5 wins? Probably not. But you guys didn't see me play Boston College because I accidentally deleted the footage of the game. I'll leave it short. We lost by 25. That's all you need to know. So while you probably wanted to see it, I think you want to see the offseason more than the game. So the Demon Deacons finished 4-8 in 2015. It started off with weeks 1 and 2 as a bye week, and then from there, it wasn't pretty. So, we're going to try and make this short as possible, get into year 4 next episode, so let's get into it. We're in Conference Championship week. The least we can do is see the schedules for the ACC. So, the schedule for the ACC. Who is it and who made it? Well, it's Clemson and Miami. Clemson 18 nation, 9-3, 6-2 in ACC. Will play Miami 5th in the nation, 10-2, 7-1. Other games around the country: Conference USA, Louisiana Tech, FIU. Your star game of the week, it has to be the SEC. Number 10 Florida, 10-2 against number 3 Bama, 11-1. That's the game of the week. In the Mountain West, Air Force, UNLV. Pac-12, Stanford, UCLA. Michigan, Wisconsin as the Big Ten. And in the MAC, it's Toledo and Ohio, who were number 1 in week 12 and 13, took a loss, and now they're number 13. So they're not making any movements towards the top 5 anytime soon. So, Heisman watch. Let's see who we have. We have Johnny Football on top. He's more than likely going to win. Everett Golston probably won't win. He did lose to Wake Forest. That was a great game. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Then, Briante Dunn, Jonathan Gray, and then Joel Stave. So, it's probably going to be Johnny Football again, and then Everett Golston, the Golden Boy. With that said, let's go ahead and advance a week to bowl season, then end a bowl season, then we'll get into the off season. And if you guys know the Wake Forest Demon Deacons Dynasty so far, it hasn't been pretty. I believe a 5-7 record in year 1, and then a bowl game in year 2, but we got our butts handed to us by LSU in the Music City Bowl in Tennessee. And then, of course, this year at 4-8. So while it advances to the bowl season, I want to say thank you guys for all the support through every single game, through every single year, whether you're new or old. Thank you for the support, and I hope year 4 is going to have it in for us. Hopefully we can make a bowl game again. Making a bowl game in year 2 with this team, didn't think it was going to be possible. I knew the challenges, but we are still fighting every game. And, you know, you get surprises like Notre Dame, where you win in double overtime. FSU, yeah, we could have probably done something about it, but you can't live in the past. Heisman winner, there you go, Johnny Football, redshirt senior for Texas A&M. I believe he has won the Heisman in every year. If you guys want to go check that out and go check for me, that'd be great. But I think he's won it every year. 2,267 total votes. And then Stave moved up to number 2. Everett Golston, he dropped to 3. Gray went to 4, and Dunn fell to 5. So it looks like Stave, Dunn, and Golston were the only ones that moved. Congratulations to Johnny Manziel, 2015 Heisman Trophy winner. And now it's time for the bowl season. We're going to check one thing, and that's the BCS National Championship. So let's get into the bowl games. All the way down, number 1 and number 2, Alabama, UCLA, BCS National Championship. Alabama 12-1, 9-0 in conference. UCLA Bruins 13-0, 10-0 in conference. Let's go ahead and check that game out. For the schedule of Bama, they started with a loss to number 6 Wisconsin, 41-20. Then it was FCS, Texas A&M, Colorado State, Mississippi, Kentucky, Arkansas, Tennessee, New Mexico State, LSU, Mississippi State, Auburn, and then Florida. In my opinion, they don't deserve number 2. Look at those records: 1-11, 0-12, 6-6, 5-7, 6-6, another 5-7. The only teams you did good: Wisconsin, Texas A&M, and Florida. And then UCLA, of course, they still have to play. The only reason they're in is because they won against Florida 34-33. Let's take a look at the Bruins. They played Virginia, UNLV, Arizona, Washington State, Stanford, Nevada, Cal, Oregon State, Utah, Colorado, Arizona State, USC, Stanford. Not a much better schedule. I don't believe they have anyone going over 500 except for Stanford, who played them twice, and then Arizona State. So, very questionable BCS Bowl, in my opinion. But that's the way it rolls. Good to see North Carolina up there in the BBVA Compass Bowl there, and then Miami in the Orange Bowl, and then Notre Dame in the Fiesta Bowl. We're still counting them as ACC, even though they're not in the game. So now it's time to sim to the end of bowl season and advance the week. Let's see who's gonna be 2015 college football champions between Alabama and the Bruins of UCLA. Hopefully UCLA wins. I do not want Bama to win, at least again. I'm sure a lot of you are on my side for that. But let's find out if UCLA pulled the upset like we did against Notre Dame. We're looking to improve in year 4. Obviously, get a winning record. And that's about it. Make a bowl game winning record. Keep our job security. Even though we're under contract, a lot of crazy things can happen. You guys know that. And it'll be a different team, for sure. Seniors leaving. A lot of key guys. Just like Matt James left. This is the year after he left, we go 4-8. So definitely some changes will be coming in year 4. It's just who will be leaving, who will we be getting, and what work can they put in during the season. So we are just about to see the winner of the bowl weeks. They're updating the record books. I believe we broke a couple records. Yes, we did. Tyler Cameron, 3,000 plus passing yards on the year. He beats the 2009 quarterback. Of course, it's not going to say who, but he beats him by about 50 yards. So congratulations, Tyler Cameron, on a school season 2015 record. Any more records? No, there are not. So at least we get one record holder to our name. So your BCS national champion for 2015 is the UCLA Bruins. Number 1 comes through. There you go, Bruins. Show off California and pride. 42-13. We gotta look at the box. 21-0 UCLA after 1. And then 28-3 at half, and then that's all she wrote for the Bamas. They go 12-2. UCLA has the perfect record of the year. 14-0, 10-0, excuse me, conference play. That's a good sight. We didn't make a bowl game, but UCLA did, and, well, they won hands down. So we're going to advance the week to the end of the year. Congratulations to the Bruins. 42-13. What a game. I guess if you're a Bruin fan, or just any fan out there on the West Coast. So there you go, UCLA. Now you can see our security is low. So far in 3 years a week, we are 15-22. We took over this team at the beginning of 2013. We finished 5-7, then 6-7 with a bowl game. Our projected wins are 7 wins a year. I don't think that's going to happen. That's like reaching for the stars. So far, we're 1-6 against top 25. We're 0-1 in bowls. 5-1 though against rivals. And overall, we're 15-22 at the career record. So, coaching carousel, let's just acknowledge it. USC is looking for a head coach. Tennessee is looking for a head coach. Let's go to filled positions. No one. Unexpected jobs. No one. And there we go. We're not going to leave this team. Lane Kiffin, he got fired. That'd be a great team to go after. But Tennessee and USC just not going to do it for us. So, we're going to advance to the next stage. Always nice to see who's going to new teams and schools. Now it's on to coach changes, 2 players leaving. The most heartbreaking time of the offseason that you guys know for sure. And it is going to be rough to see who we lose this year. We have 10 stages to get through. We're going to do this as quick as possible. We're going to skim. Probably no draft picks are going in for our Wake Forest boys, but that's okay. They are going on to greener pastures. Let's go to players leaving. Aaron Willis, graduation. Sherman Ragland, graduation. DeAndre Martin, easily our #1 player on offense. He's graduating. Brandon Chubb had an amazing year this year, graduating. A lot of wide receivers. Our main running back, Kevin Souza, he's leaving. A lot of graduates. That's good to see, though. Chad Henlon, kickers, graduating. So we've just lost our starting and backup running backs. Lost our 1 and 2 at wide receivers. Lost our backup QB. Lost Josh Harris, our #1 safety. Lost Allen Ramsey, our #1 corner. Tyree Harris, our #1 D tackle. Goodwin, I believe he was our backup right tackle. We lost a lot of guys. It's really going to be interesting this year. Let's advance to... No, we are not going to export to Madden 25. Don't know why it asked me that. Now we're going to advance to the draft results. We'll take a look at transfer. Wake Forest. Unfortunately, no one went in the draft. And, sorry to see them. They didn't fulfill the NFL. Transfer requests. Here we go. We have 2 of them. Joey Johnson and Wayne Haynes for Virginia Tech and South Carolina. Wayne Haynes, we just lost our #2 or #1 and 2 halfbacks. We will easily admit him. Left tackle will admit him as well. So we have 2 transfer requests. And now it's on to recruiting. We're not going to do any recruiting. We've done all we can. We're just going to add points where we need to. But it's good to see we now have a new halfback coming from Vodtech. It's ACC, so he should recognize us. I believe we've played 1 time against Virginia Tech. I did think we lost, and I believe that was in year 1, so a long time ago. Recruiting, all we're going to do if we have any points, yes we do. Yeah, we might as well spend them where we need, so... Wow, we're not... okay. Oh. This is going to be... Yeah, we're not doing this. We're not doing recruiting. We're not assigning 10,000 to one person. So we're going to back out of recruiting. I'm sure they'll take care of it for us. Now we'll advance to signing day. Probably the more important things. And we're halfway through the offseason. So guys, if you are enjoying this so far and you are new, make sure to subscribe to JT Plays. We don't only do college football, we do MLB. We do FIFA. We do NASCAR. We do Madden. We do everything to do with sports. It's just a good channel to subscribe to if you're a sports fan. Basically, that's what I'm getting at. And if you are a returning subscriber, then like, comment, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill. And with that said, let's go to signing day. All the prospects we have signed. Let's take a look at some of our gems. So, that we have signed, let's see. Go to all positions. We got Well, not some good ones, let's be honest. Dominique Hayes, quarterback, 68 overall. Chad Wilson, strong safety, 67 overall. Roderick Elliott, 65 overall at halfback. And then Danny Cox, the center, at 73. That's probably our gem, and yes, it is. So that was who signed briefly, just going over some gems or some diamonds in the rough. So now we're going to advance to position changes. We're not going to do that. We're going to not do training results either. We'll do cut players. Very important to see if we have too many in one position. And then see where we go from there. So we're going to skip about 2 steps here. Step it up a little. And now it's on to cut players. So now we have to decide who to cut, if anybody. And it's going to tell us. So yeah, we need to cut 4 positions. The guys in yellow, that basically is your, you have to have them just like Madden. So Dominique Hayes, you're from Florida. You're a quarterback and you're a freshman. We're going to cut you, buddy. I'm sorry. You just don't fit into this team. Halfbacks, we don't need 5. We're going to cut the 5th guy. And we're also going to cut the 4th guy, Matt Tatum. We'll go to fullbacks. That's fine. Wide receivers, we play with 5. We don't need 7. But we'll keep them just in case. Tight ends, 4 tight ends. Left tackles, we're good there. Left guards, we're also good there. Centers, it looks like we're good. All basically guys. Right tackles, we don't need 4 of you. So Matt Young, you are gone, buddy. And now our roster is 70. So now we will look just at some of the other guys. Possibly, maybe cutting just to free up more space. But it doesn't look like we need to cut anybody else. Now we're looking through our secondary. And it's going to be interesting to see who we have for a kicker. We get Adam King, Mount Holly, North Carolina, 65 overall. Is his leg good? He's a freshman. Let's see if his leg is good. We're going to need him this year, definitely. And it looks like his kick power, 68, kick accuracy, 63, so not good. Also have a freshman punter. Let's see what his details are. We'll go all the way over. And 60 or 83 kick power, 63 accuracy. That's very, very much improved. And that's basically cut player stage. Now it's on to custom conferences. We're not going to deal with it. So we are on to the final stage. 10 of 10 preseason 2016. We're going to catch up to real life. And doing this once a week, yeah, we're definitely going to catch up. And we might even pass by the end of this year, going into year 5. So, on to year 4, they're evaluating players. This is going to be the tail end of the episode. We're coming up on 20 minutes. Guys, I want to thank you for a good off season. Thank you for watching the video. And as always, thank you for the support, whether win or lose in this Wake Forest Dynasty. You guys always seem to bring it in the support. That's what we need. Low job security, that doesn't matter. I know you guys want to see this team improve to better things. Obviously, I do too. Picking up this challenge. We had 1 bowl year so far and 2 of 4. And that was in 2014, I believe, so last year. So, 3 years, not 4. So, it's definitely been an improvement. But we fell back to reality in year 3, 4 wins. Just not having it. So now we'll take a look at our schedule. Again, we're not going to change anything. We're just going to look. And we start at Indiana. Game 1, year 4, at Indiana. That should be a good one. See our schedule? A-. Look at the teams below. Indiana, bye week on weeks 2 and 4. Tulane week 3. Northwestern week 5. NC State, 18th ranked Clemson. Army, 5th ranked FSU. Maryland, Duke, Syracuse, number 8 Virginia Tech, the halfback we just got from in a transfer request, and then Boston College. So after week 4, it's all open. A- schedule strength. Thank you for watching this edition of Wake Forest Football. Come back for Indiana in week 1 of 2016. We'll see you later from North Carolina and Wake Forest. Have a good one.